Dear Dylan, I started writing that letter for like 100 times. Every time I deleted it. How do I start with such a letter? I chose the old classic beginning, Dear Dylan. I also chose to write you a letter, because I am so much better in writing than I am in talking. Maybe you already noticed in Vienna. In the meantime, I am pretty sure you think I am a stuttering idiot who had a breakdown in front of you, and I'm so sorry about this. I'm not even sure you remember, but I do. I'm sure you see a lot of girls crying because of you, but in that very moment, I looked you in the eye. Everything inside of me collapsed. The first thing I said to you was, "Fuck, you are real." And you gave me that smile I'll never forget. You make me believe that I am not just a freak. Just with that one smile, just with your emanation, and for that I would like to thank you with all my heart. It is incredibly hard for me to describe what and why you mean so much to me, but I'd like to try at least, because those thoughts are circling inside my head all day and all night, and some part of me would like you to know, and I don't know exactly why. But in fact, I used to walk alone in the dark, in every way possible. I never felt wanted by my family or friends, not that I used to had any. But after a while I was okay with that, and I got used to not feel a thing. Don't ask me why, but when I watched the first episode of Teen Wolf in 2011, I discovered something like my guiding light in you. I latched onto that light, and I refused to let it go. When you never used to have something in life, and suddenly there is this person who gives you so many positive things, this person becomes incredibly important. But when this person is able to take away your thoughts of ending your life forever, then this person becomes essential. I do not want your pity or anybody's pity. I just want you to know that I'll always be grateful for what you have done for me, even if you do not know about it. There are a lot of terrible days for me, but I know you are always here, even if not in person. But the pure thought of you makes everything less worse and gives me a reason to smile every day. And some people say a day without a smile is a lost day. So, thank you for making each day of my life worth living. When I sat in front of you in the meet and greet room at AlphaCon, I didn't know if I should raise my hand and tell you everything I always wanted to let you know. But I worked up the courage to raise my hand, and I was terribly nervous because I didn't know how to start. You are not just an actor for me. And I wanted to let you know, I failed. Because I was way too nervous and shaking, and I couldn't tell you the things I wanted to, last but not least because there were so many other people in the room who were looking at me. But I managed to tell you that you are my idol when it comes to acting, and if there was a tip you can give me. Because I'm working hard on becoming an actress. Every time it gets so hard for me to move on, I think of the things you said to me, and I am able to move on. But that's not just the case when it comes to acting. It also is the case when it comes to my own life. Nevertheless, you took the time to answer my question, and in the end, you even apologized for talking to me so long. I think you are not really aware of how much you mean to some people. I can only speak for myself, but I couldn't tell you why you mean so much to me, why I am so glad that you were born, and how happy I am to have found you. I'd really prefer talking to you in person, but I know that's not possible, and that's why I'm writing you this letter, for the 100th time. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for being the light in my life, for giving me so much because of your positive aura, for being my greatest idol in acting, and thank you for always being there for me when no one else was. Thank you for being my anchor I can hold on to without even asking, Every time I feel so alone and lonely. I often feel lonely and alone, like there is no one I can talk to. Like the walls around me are coming closer. I am so afraid of what might come in the future. You are the only one who's capable of taking that fear away from me and make me smile. The possibility of meeting you has changed my life in so many ways, and I'd like to thank you about that too. I have the feeling 1 million times of thank you will never be enough. And I know I'll never be able to say everything I'd like to say. Everything I wish for you is being happy, being successful, and getting everything you want in life. I don't know if that letter is going to reach you someday. Maybe it's way too personal, but it feels good to have written down something. Maybe one day I can talk to you again. I really like to. Like I said, you are not just an ordinary actor or a normal person to me. You are everything. Yours, a girl whose tears you wiped away when she cried before taking a photo with you. A girl who got hugged tight by you because she almost broke down. A girl who now takes care of herself because you told her so. A girl to whom you mean everything.